Iceberg finally chose to join Lin Tian, of course as a boatman. Finally, with everyone's efforts, a brand new pirate ship came out. The ship is designed with a power system, a living system, and a weapon system with Pluto as the core. The entire ship is high-end and atmospheric, and extremely practical. Whether it is a windless zone or a dangerous sea, this ship can handle it. This ship is my life's painstaking effort, Mr. Tom said so. The wind is coming, you can speed up in an instant, deal with all problems. Frankie said so. Pluto's cannon, perfecting and debugging, it will take a long time. Iceberg said so, and joined Lin Tian and his party by the way. Lin Tian and his party directly added a top carpenter to deal with emergencies on the ship. Lin Tian directly used Mr. Tanaka's ability to wear fruit on the Desolo for Esbago. As a boatman, what he needs most is to shuttle back and forth. Lin Tian solicited Iceberg's opinion, and in the end he directly used such an ability card for him. Therefore, Espagu's ship repair and shipbuilding are more efficient. After all, shuttle back and forth saves a large part of the time. Finally, Lin Tian and his party bid farewell to Tom and Granny Coco Luo. After Tom finished building the boat, he finally devoted himself wholeheartedly to the research of the Smoking Tom water train, while Frankie helped Tom in the water capital. Lin Tian and his party set off for this. Mr. Lin Tian, you haven't named this ship yet. Don't be like this, just call me the captain or boss in the future. Okay, Captain, what do you plan to call this ship? Lin Tian thought for a while. He called the Death God, so let's call it Death God. Just call it Death. They offer a reward for calling me the Death God Lin Tian, then I will name the new ship the Death God. After Lin Tian named him, he immediately received support from Hachi Freud and others. So domineering, it's frightening to hear it. Finally, under Lin Tian's insistence, the name of the ship was called the Death God. The Grim Reaper is now driving smoothly on the sea, the weather is good, and the sun has a warm feeling on the skin. Nojiko leisurely controlled the rudder in the driver's cab, and under her guidance, the ship sailed to the next destination normally. Hachi is preparing today's food in the exquisite and perfect kitchen. The scent continued to radiate outward, even Robin and Freud who were reading the book were drooling. Kuina is in the training room, constantly doing training, and her swordsmanship is also improving throughout the day. Iceberg is serious, holding a tool hammer on the deck of the ship, beating and beating. Pluto's most powerful cannon has not been manufactured yet, and he is also earnestly completing his mission. Lin Tian was lying on his luxurious presidential sofa, and was happily reaping his rewards. Congratulations to the host. You have your own pirate ship. You have completed the silver main quest. You have completed a very high level, so you have increased the rewards for treasured items. Congratulations on your winning the lucky draw. Excuse me, would you like to draw a lottery? The system asked. Lottery. As soon as the voice fell, the system's turntable began to rotate, and after a while, it slowed down. Lin Tian squinted his eyes, and after that, the corners of his mouth rose slightly. Congratulations to the host. Get a full member level 1000 times perceptual pill, 10 days. Speaking of Lin Tian, he possessed a lot of comprehension pills. All staff perception Dan, Lin Tian asked. It's your buddies to add your comprehension pill. The system replied. Lin Tian immediately understood the meaning of the system, so he also directly used this 1000 times comprehension pill for all the staff. For the next 10 days, Lin Tian and all his partners were in the training room, training. After Lin Tian and Tom's design, the training room has become the most important design on the ship to improve strength. Lin Tian increased the gravity of the training room through the gravitational fruit, so everyone was practicing with weights. Everyone is struggling to persevere, from several times the gravitational force to more than 10 times the gravitational force, to dozens of times the gravitational force. Thanks to the use of the 1000-fold perception pill, everyone's progress is extremely terrifying. 10 days passed quickly, and the strength of all partners has greatly improved. Nojiko has almost perfectly mastered the abilities of the Shasha fruit. As a natural ability person, Nojiko has directly become the third strongest in the Lintian pirate group. Kuina's swordsmanship. The progress is also great, so her strength on the ship ranks second only to Lin Tian. Robin, as a person with the ability of flowers and fruits, is also improving rapidly now, so her strength is slightly inferior to that of Nuoqigao, and she is also ranked fourth. Hachi was trained in Lin Tian Hell for a few days, and in the last 6 swordsmanship, He also made rapid progress. He had a feeling of parity with Robin, but he was not as domineering as Robin, so he ranked behind Robin. As a ship doctor, Freud's mastery of colorism is only limited to Lin Tian, but apart from the ability to heal, he does not have the ability to attack. However, Lin Tian has still trained Freud's 6 forms in the past few days. With the armed color, Freud himself is smart, and coupled with the blessing of the comprehension pill, he also directly comprehend the basic armed color in 6 forms, and also has the power of the first battle. The last is Esbaku. Esbaku has the ability to pierce through the fruit. His own arm strength is not bad. Coupled with Lin Tian's deliberate training during this period of time, Esbaku has also initially mastered the domineering armed color. The strength has also been enhanced a lot. Through the training of this period, whether it is the fruit ability of iceberg or the use of armed and domineering, there has been considerable progress. The strength of Lin Tian and his party has greatly increased, and Lin Tian is naturally no exception. He has perfectly mastered all the fruit abilities he has mastered, and has far surpassed the original users. Coupled with the awakening of devil fruit, he is already terrifyingly strong. 6 styles: armed color, seeing and hearing color, overlord color, swordsmanship. Zanpakudo, multi-fruit ability and multi-fruit awakening. Lin Tian's current strength has reached a terrifying point. Even if the 3 major generals come together, Lin Tian can be invincible. It is no exaggeration to say that Lin Tian does not think he will be weaker than the 4 emperors. 10 days will soon pass, and the effect of the comprehension pill is over. The training has also come to an end temporarily, and Lin Tian, who has completed the task, suddenly received the system's new task reminder. Hello, host. Now a new side mission has been opened. The mission level is level, and the content of the mission defeats Moonlight Moria. Mission reward: level draw. Moonlight Moria, Lin Tian thought for a while. Moonlight Moria, one of the 7 martial seas under the king, should now be in the Magic Triangle Sea area, and Moria should have been defeated by the 4 Emperor Kaido. After being hit, Moria sailed the terrifying 3-masted sailing ship into the dense fog, so that this time the target is him. Lin Tian didn't think much, and happily ate the takoyaki that Hachi had just made while basking in the sun on the deck. Huh, what's that? Nojiko saw a wooden barrel floating on the sea. On the wooden barrel, there was a flag with 5 characters in front of the sea god Imperial Treasure. Everyone walked to the deck. Robin explained directly. This is Ruzuru. It was dedicated to the patron saint of return to pray for the smooth sailing. The Imperial Treasure meant to be dedicated to the gods. You can open it. Lin Tian naturally knew what was inside, and he didn't remind him, but let his partners open the barrel. Suddenly, there was a dazzling red light from the wooden barrel, which went straight into the sky, turning out to be a glowing bullet. Everyone didn't have the slightest worry, because everyone's strength had made great progress, so there was no worry about being targeted. The air pressure of the clouds has changed, and a storm is coming. Nojiko reminded, and immediately let the partners put away the sails. Drive to the southeast, heading in the direction of 2 o'clock. Nojiko controlled the Reaper, only to discover that not only was the weather suddenly changing, but the wind direction had also become headwind. The wind is coming. Nuoqigao directly activated the wind designed by Frankie to spray, so the Reaper headed directly against the wind and sailed smoothly into a quiet sea. The area is gray and dark. And Lin Tian reminded everyone, "Dear friends, we have reached the Magic Triangle Sea area. There may be ghost ships here. Every year 100 ships disappear here for no reason. Is this the terrible Triangle Sea area?" Nojiko asked rhetorically. Robin was a little faintly uneasy. I always feel that if someone around is staring at us for a while, the fog will thicken, and there are faint shadows of many ships from the sea. Lin Tian knew that these boats were empty. Suddenly, Lin Tian heard someone singing.
Wow, Nojiko called out in fear. Because he has already seen a skeleton standing on the ghost ship.
Hey, roar, roar. For decades, I finally saw a living person. How are you? The skeleton greeted everyone. From a medical point of view, he can't be alive. Freud also thought carefully. These are the things that are tangled now, are these? Kuina couldn't help but vomit. Wow, there are really skeletons. Hachi was also shocked. The reaction is too slow. Everyone. Is this guy still talking? Iceberg is also in this situation, but he is still relatively calm. When Lin Tian saw the skeleton in front of him and the way he spoke, He naturally knew who the person in front of him was. He turned around and comforted everyone. Don't be afraid, don't worry, he is a human being. You are Brook. Come on board, Lin Tian directly invited. The skeleton was also surprised to cover his mouth and said, wow, you know my name, and I was so shocked that my jaw fell off. It's a pity, I don't have a chin. Yes, the skeleton in front of you is Brook. Brook reached the deck of the Reaper with a leap, and looked at Lin Tian and his group with excitement. Say hello. How about Guyon, everyone? Wow, beautiful lady, can I admire your underwear? Brook directly asked Kuina, Robin and Nojiko in turn, and then 3 big bags appeared on his forehead. Then Brook said, please go and eat, it's going against the guest, is this guy really a human? Kuina murmured, the captain rarely makes a mistake. Iceberg said too. Well, it's actually pretty interesting. Will we be killed by him later? Robin continued to speak poisonously. Sister Robin, don't say such unlucky things. Nojiko also said silently, then go to the restaurant first. Lin Tian also said generously. Then everyone arrived at the restaurant, and Hachi was also working overtime in the kitchen. When Brook walked into the restaurant and saw such a luxurious and atmospheric environment, Brook was also stunned. I couldn't help saying, yo hoo 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 hoo. I have never seen such a beautiful restaurant. My eyeballs are about to fall off. Although I don't have eyeballs, Mr. Brook, the meal is ready, let's eat. Lin Tian also generously invited Brook to have a meal. Brook's eyes shined after he finished eating. Do you still have to eat? No, I can't hold my stomach anymore. This is the first time I have eaten serious food in decades, and this food is really delicious. Brook couldn't help but return to the taste. Then, let's talk about fruits and desserts after the meal. Lin Tian then asked Hachi to serve a lot of beautifully sliced fruit plates and desserts such as pudding. Wow, you are so kind. Then Brook shared his story with everyone. That's it. It seems the same as the captain said, you are a living person. Iceberg said too. But why don't you have a shadow? There is no you in the mirror. Kuina was also puzzled. Brook immediately drew away in a panic, and then under the doubts of everyone, he confessed to everyone that his shadow had been taken away. After that, the Reaper felt a shock. Brook asked in shock, could it be that? It's hard to say that your ship has been spotted. Being targeted, everyone is puzzled. Only Lin Tian knew what it meant, so he said directly, yes, we opened that wooden barrel. Then you are already being watched. Run away. Then Brook ran to the deck, and sure enough, you could already see the buildings on the island. Why is there an island? Everyone was puzzled. The castle-like buildings on the island in the distance are also clear. This is a ghost island wandering at sea, a terrifying bark. The horror bark. The record pointer didn't react at all. Nojiko also watched the record pointer motionless. Because this is a ship. Brook also immediately picked up his cane and said, today is my lucky day, because I not only met people, but even my long-cherished wish was realized. Brook will then jump off the boat. Unexpectedly, Lin Tian's eyesight quickly stopped Brook. Brook, you want to regain your shadow. Moonlight Mariah in the Sea of 7 martial arts under the king is also my goal this time. I hope you will be with us. Lin Tian invited, but Brook obviously didn't know Lin Tian's strength, so in order to fear that Lin Tian would lose his life, he also refused directly. Thank you for your kindness, but I can't put you in danger, please leave. Then Brook ran lightly on the sea, and then disappeared into the thick fog. Did not stop Brook, Lin Tian was not discouraged, sooner or later he would defeat Moria, and he was not in a hurry. Suddenly, Lin Tian noticed a cute-looking ghost, looked at them, and then slipped away. Oh, Perona? Lin Tian also thought about it. Look carefully at the Reaper that has entered the 3-masted sailing ship. Because of the current, the ship cannot escape. But that is an ordinary ship. Because Lin Tian's ship has an internal combustion drive and injection system, it can naturally get rid of the shackles of the ocean currents, and can even fly by Lin Tian's ability. But the purpose of Lin Tian's trip is Moria, so he has no idea of leaving. In a short while, Lin Tian's boat had completely stopped, and Lin Tian and his party directly chose to disembark and walk. It didn't take long before Lin Tian and his party saw the gloomy trees, thick fog that couldn't be dissipated, and strange creatures. It's terrible. Although Nojiko is 3rd in strength, as a girl, she is still more afraid of such things. But because everyone walked together, everyone was not so scared anymore. All kinds of crosses, tombs, and horrible screams on the road. Lin Tian and the others felt that something was wrong, and it didn't take long before someone similar to a bat appeared. Wow. Hello everyone. My name is Hilton. You seem to be in trouble, so I followed you quietly. Everyone looked at Hilton suspiciously and vigilantly, and Lin Tian signaled to everyone, stay safe. Then Hilton invited. The forest of this generation will turn into a dangerous forest unlike the world at night. If you don't dislike it, you can take my carriage to the mansion. Mansion, everyone asked. Go to the mansion of Master Dr. Hobak. Everyone looked at Lin Tian, and Lin Tian also replied straightforwardly, of course. Sir Dr. Hobakik, Freud is naturally no stranger to this name as a doctor. A genius surgeon? I would also like to see and see. Freud also had some expectations. Then everyone got on the carriage. Why do I feel something is wrong? I always feel that something is wrong. This guy may not be at ease, however, we are not afraid. The partners looked at Lin Tian, but they didn't want to. Through this period of training, everyone's strength has made great progress, so the courage is also much greater. The strange creatures pulled the carriage, and everyone looked out the window to see strange creatures. Lin Tian was silent, and his friends were also silent. In the end, the carriage finally stopped. Hilton left with an excuse, got out of the car, and looked around. There are tombstones and crosses all around. Espagu, who got off the car with Lin Tian, also said, he threw us directly in the cemetery. What? Everyone got out of the car one after another. The ground next to the tombstone was turned over, and a hand wrapped in a mummy bandage suddenly stretched out. My friends have never seen such a horrible picture. Lin Tian also looked at the zombies constantly crawling out around him, a little speechless. Seeing that everyone was surrounded by zombies, Lin Tian also said, I don't even bother to do it. These guys are amazingly weak. Come on. Lin Tian ordered directly. The comrades violently. Hachi used a 6-sword flow. Kuina also picked up the sleeve Baishui and slashed back and forth, and Nojiko also used the Russell fruit ability. Freud also killed a lot of zombies with a scalpel, and Espago even knocked down a few zombies with a woodworking hammer. Subsequently, the zombies were easily solved. It looks so terrible, but it's actually amazingly weak. Before Robin had time to do it, all the zombies around had been killed. Let's go. Go to the mansion of Dr. Hobakik. Lin Tian and his party continued to walk towards the mansion. There was no one in Nuoqigao castle, gloomy, through the central tunnel, and walked into the atrium. The rope next to the well in the atrium rose continuously. What is it this time? The last woman with blonde hair and purple eyes with stitch marks on her face appeared, and said bluntly and terribly, welcome. Then he started tossing plates. Everyone escaped the frisbee, and there was a voice from the mansion, enough, wait. The door opened. Occasionally, it doesn't matter if there are a few exceptions. Sindori, I'm sorry to shock you. This woman, in order to test the love of the rich fiancé for her, smashed all her fiancé's treasure plates, and was finally driven out. She had a tragic past and hated the plate maid, Shin Dali. Also, I forgot to introduce myself. I am the world-famous Dr. Hobakik. The human body in front of him is huge, with vampire-like canine teeth, and wearing small glasses. It is not a good thing at first glance. Come in. Shin Duoli also directly invited. Let's go. Lin Tian was not afraid at all, and directly followed the two into this mansion, and everyone else followed Lin Tian. After entering, everyone talked about their own experiences, and then Hogbak said that he lived here to study zombies. Lin Tian didn't bother to expose him, and he didn't say a word. Seeing that the color is full of domineering, Lin Tian directly feels that there are figures around Robin and Kuina, and Nojiko. It's that guy. Lin Tian found out, and the surrounding friends naturally found out. Kuina directly hit the person's body with a punch. Boom. The sound of landing, the person also fell directly to the ground. You bastard. Kuina ran away and ran straight over. The appearance of that person was also revealed. I hate. A tough woman. The man was dressed gorgeously, but his face was terrifying, and his nose and chin looked like a lion. Abu Shalom. Lin Tian also confirmed the visitor, and kicked him flying with a single foot. After killing Abu Shalom in a second, Lin Tian only gained 1 awakening point, which shows how weak Abu Shalom is. Hungbak looked at Abu Shalom, who was killed directly, and was shocked. I won't go around the corners. My goal this time is, Moonlight Moria. If you don't want to die, just tell me. Lin Tian also said directly. HMPH. I really admire you. Knowing that Lord Moria is here, I dare to come and die. It's better to catch it with your hands. Hogback threatened Lin Tian, not to mention how arrogant he looked. Lin Tian's friends looked at Hungback, and they were all ready to observe him in silence. Humph. I may have disappointed you. After all, Lin Tian was directly overbearing and domineering and crushed Hungback. These zombies are all yours. Study about immortality. You first study how to not be killed by me. Lin Tian's horror overlord color directly crushed Hungback, who lost consciousness in an instant, and there was no reaction time, and the zombie Zindoli and the zombies in the painting also had various. The strange creature fainted instantly. Boom. Suddenly there was the sound of a bell. It seems it is 12 o'clock, and the night attack is about to begin. Lin Tian knows that Mariah is also awake, so she needs to find Moria to take advantage of it. As soon as the voice fell, everyone heard the sound of walking clogs behind them. But after a while, the man walked out. He saw a famous knife on his waist, a dragon on his body, white clothes and a bandaged head. You ho 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 ho. The man heard the same laughter as Brooke. It's a beautiful lady. My eyes shine when I see beautiful women. Although the mummy doesn't have eyes, can I take a look at my panties? The man said. Who is this person? Why, his way of speaking and laughter are exactly the same as Brooke. Everyone was puzzled. Lin Tian explained. This is the samurai Ryoma from the country of Wano. He is dead. Now, he is a zombie general resurrected by Moria's ability. As long as he defeats him, Brooke can regain his freedom. It is said that he is the legendary samurai who cut down the flying dragon in the sky. Kuina heard that she was already fighting, and then said, so that's the case, what are you waiting for? Ryoma saw the scene in front of him, and then said, have you defeated Hungback and Abu Shalom so strong? You guys go together or don't underestimate people. Kuina directly rushed out and pulled out. Sleeve Shirayuki rushed towards Ryoma. Ryoma also pulled out his Chusui in an instant. Gu. Experts will know if there is any. As soon as the swords of Kuina and Ryoma were cut in pairs, they knew each other's strength. This person. So strong. Both sides evaluate each other's. After finally encountering a strong opponent, Kuina didn't want to give it to others, so she continued to fight Ryoma. Lin Tian took a look, and then said to his companions, let's go, hand it to Kuina, let's go find Moria. Captain Lin Tian, can you rest assured? Iceberg asked, is it dangerous for Kuina to stay here? Lin Tian smiled and said, trust your partner. Then I went to find Moria with my friends. Ryoma's sword is very fast, and it merges with Brooke's shadow, so it will also be Brooke's moves. A powerful sword skill of Ryoma as to release. Come here. Nose song sanding, sword tail slash. Ryoma's move is Brooke's strongest move. When Kuina saw and heard that the color was full of domineering, she naturally sensed Ryoma's attack. Immediately afterwards, he also used Su Shirayuki's skills to fight with all his strength. Ziwu Balian. Kuina used Su Shirayuki's second dance, and then a rush of freezing air gushed out in the direction of Ryoma. Okay. Ryoma also sensed danger, but also believed in his own moves, so he didn't hesitate. The two also crossed each other. Ryoma and Kuina were evenly matched, and neither hurt each other. Sanwu White Blade. Kuina directly used her sleeve Baishui's third dance, and then the entire blade became crystal clear white. Interesting. Longma's fighting spirit became more vigorous, and he attacked again. Ryoma's swordsmanship. Fast and strong, Kuina avoided Ryoma's attack by seeing and hearing domineering. Coupled with her peculiar ability to solve the problem, she was evenly matched with Ryoma for a while. The stabs of the white blade grew longer from time to time, which also caused Ryoma to suffer some minor injuries. Your ability is really interesting, it seems that I can't continue wasting time with you. Ryoma also smiled and said, Yoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Suddenly, a white shadow struck. The person in front of him surprised Kuina too. You are Brooke. Kuina looked at Brooke and asked, why are you here? Brooke obviously saw Kuina and said, my shadow is on her, so I want to defeat him, take back my shadow. Oh, it turned out to be you. It's a pity, you are my defeated man. Yo-ho-ho-ho. Brooke also responded, I'm sorry this, beautiful lady, I have to fight him for a reason. Then Brooke told his story. Kuina reacted, your partner is a whale, can it be said that his name is Rab? Well, you know him. Brooke was also surprised. It turns out that it is. He has been waiting for you. In that case, he will let you. If you lose, Give it to me. Kuina also chose to give up the battle to Brook. Brook also confidently said, I will definitely not lose this time. The man once said that he will definitely come back. I know I can't beat you, but this time I am stronger. Then Brook fought against Ryoma. The attacks on both sides are so exciting. Humph. Even if you have become stronger in the past few years, but so am I. Ryoma also continued to attack Brook. Brook waved the sword in his hand to resist it. Because we think in the same way. Ryoma then pierced Brook's spine with a straight sword. Brook fell down. Brook was panting, and seeing that he was about to be killed by Ryoma, Kuina was also ready to take action next to him. Haha. You still care about your explosive head, you absolutely can't stand such a big weakness. To shut up. Brook actually stood up again, and fought against Ryoma. Ryoma had the upper hand, but Brook thought that his companions were already dead, and Rab's agreement, and tried his best, but he was still knocked down by Ryoma. It's over. How frankly admitted that I lost. But as soon as the voice fell off the horse, I saw Brook stand up strong again. He also sighed. It's like a phoenix, or should you say it's a zombie, you shouldn't stand up anymore. Next, I will kill you with an arrow tail. Brook was out of breath, and Kuina said, would you like to leave it to me? Brook rejected Kuina's breathless voice and said, obviously you don't know anything. Don't use this name, I'm from the kingdom's surprise force, and the quick cutting technique I am good at is called Bandalore. I praise my swordsmanship. The name his companion gave him is No Song San Ding Ji Tail Zan. You are not worthy of this name. Double convenience ended with the strongest move. However, Brook lost the competition. Kuina rekindled the fighting spirit. Although Brook was defeated, it was a glorious defeat. Next I will take care of you. Kuina broke out with all her strength, looking at Ryoma and said, next, let's move the real thing. Ryoma also looked at Kuina and said, that's what I mean. Then a light blue arrogance burst out from the whole body. Kuina directly turned on the domineering of seeing and hearing, and then a white arrogance broke out all over her body. This is the first time I have used this trick in front of others after I learned it. I hope you can hold on for a while. Wan Jia Bai Sha punishment. Kuina knew everything directly. It turned out that Kuina had also learned Shu Baishui's solution through super intensity training under the effect of the 1000 times comprehension pill. I saw a large disc-shaped white light in the gray sky instantly, and a light beam pierced the sky from the ground, and a bright wave of light dancing like a giant wave appeared on the ground. The scope of this move is so wide that it can't be resisted at all. Even the zombie dragon horse showed signs of freezing in an instant. Lost. The legendary sword Chusui on the waist of the samurai once was the long-cherished wish of this sword if you were its owner. Ryoma threw Chusui to Kuina, and then it was frozen in an instant, and then the body was directly crushed. Brook has his own shadow again. The war here has finally come to an end. Since the night attack began, all the zombie generals and zombies were all resurrected at this time. Go. Kill all the enemies. A woman gave orders. The surrounding zombie generals and zombies also rushed out one by one. Master, Kumasi. Don't speak. She is so cute but her voice is so low. It's disgusting. The person who gave the order, with pink double ponytails, a princess in the shape of a princess, and an umbrella, she was training her bear at this time. This person is naturally Princess Mononoke Paro. Really, the enemy this time is very terrifying, and Hungbak was killed directly. Lord Moria wants me to lead these zombie generals, it is really annoying. Kumasi. This time the enemy is very tricky. Moria-sama is going to do it yourself. I will go to the treasure recovery class first. There may be a lot of treasures on their ship. Okay. Kumasi nodded, also speaking in embarrassment. How is it? Perona asked again. Kumasi can only answer, yes. Unexpectedly, Perona immediately said angrily. Don't answer. Not cute at all. If you have anything to tell me next. I'm leaving, do you remember? Kumasi nodded and closed his mouth awkwardly. Ba dared not speak. That's right. Shut up. You are cute. Then Perona flew to Lin Tian's pirate ship with satisfaction. Lin Tian and his party went through the corridor between the mansion and the castle, preparing to enter the castle to find Moria. However, he encountered an army of zombie animals. All kinds of dogs, pandas, penguins, zebras, and kangaroos are spliced together in a mess. Hey, these guys have a hard life. Princess Mononoke is really good at playing. Lin Tian looked at the animal zombies in this courtyard. and directly handed it over to his friends to practice. In a short while, the animal zombie army was wiped out by Lin Tian's partner. Then countless zombies and zombie generals appeared from the front. These zombies are still very weak. You should be careful about the zombie generals. They are not as strong as the dragon horses just now, but they all have a bit of strength. The zombies are cannon fodder, but the zombie generals are not bad, and Lin Tian also handed over all the zombie generals to his partners. Zombie generals in steel armor are not only powerful, but also numerous. However, Lin Tian still didn't have the slightest idea of hands-on, just handed over to his partners to level up. Only Moonlight Mariah could let Lin Tian do it. The battle was about to start. Lin Tian watched quietly. His partner killed the zombie army and the zombie general in minutes. Seeing that the situation was almost over, Lin Tian walked towards the castle with his friends. As soon as I walked to the bridge leading to the castle, a very ugly giant spider blocked everyone's path. Although this monster looks like a spider, its face is a monkey. I am a spider monkey. If you want to pass, you have to beat me. Lin Tian still has no desire to do anything, and directly handed it to Nuoqigao. Nuoqigao directly used the original Crocodile's ultimate. The surface is dry and cracked. Erosion reincarnation. The trick Nojiko used was also extremely powerful. The spider monkey did not expect that the weakest girl among the enemies would have such a terrifying strength. The surrounding ground was directly dry and cracked, and then it was eroded into sand. This move can even erode rocks, let alone the mortal flesh of the spider monkey itself. The spider monkey reacted very quickly, and immediately wanted to spin silk to entangle the people, and even secretly called his own mouse, wanting to attack Nojiko, but he underestimated Nojiko's strength, and Nojiko's great skills are strong. Scary. The mice and spider monkeys sucked up all the water, and the dried up spider monkeys and mice died suddenly. Good job. Everyone praised it. Seeing that the old little girl Nojiko also possessed such a powerful strength, Lin Tian felt that his pirate group had matured. After killing the spider monkey and the mouse, everyone continued to walk in. However, after walking to the central area in a while, everyone saw a tall figure. I saw that the man was extremely tall, about 7 meters tall, with a flaming hairstyle, looks like a devil, with 2 horns on the forehead, sharp ears and teeth, and similar stitched wounds from head to neck cross-stitching, wearing a shirt with a bat-like collar and gothic art costumes. Moonlight Moria. Okay, I didn't expect you guys to join the snare. Defeat Absalom and Hungback. It seems that you are a little bloated. Moonlight Moria also noticed everyone. Unexpectedly, in addition to Moria, there is another Qiwuhai inside the castle. Lin Tian is no stranger to that person, and his height is not much different from Moria's tyrant bear. Moria, do you need me to help you? The bear asked blankly. Moria said angrily, what a joke, I'm going to be the man of one piece. As Qiwuhai, how could I need your help? I just received an order to remind you, beware of Lin Tian. Don't be knocked down anymore, the balance of the sea will be broken. The bear still said blankly, humph. Then you can see how I defeated these guys. Moria didn't put Lin Tian in his eyes either. Although Lin Tian defeated the 3 major navy generals, the navy wouldn't be so stupid as to spread such a heavy news to the world. It is shameful that he knew it. Therefore, Moria didn't know that Lin Tian already had the strength to defeat the general. Since Lin Tian aimed at Moria, he naturally said to Moria, yo, Moria, I finally saw you. Huh. Lin Tian, who is called the god of death. Moria said disdainfully, no matter who you are, I will defeat you. You will be my stepping stone on my way to becoming one piece. Watch me take away your shadow. Shadow cut. Moria directly picked up the huge scissors and was about to cut out Lin Tian's shadow. Haha. Then I will play with you. Lin Tian obviously didn't pay attention to Moonlight Moria, one of the 7 Qiwuhai seas, at all. In the early days, Lin Tian was able to fight against the recognized strong Hawkeye in Qiwuhai, not to mention the current Lin Tian's ability to directly use the flash fruit, teleporting behind Moria. Okay, Shang was also interested in seeing his own spatial ability, but he didn't make a move. What's the situation? Moria was also shocked. I didn't expect Lin Tian to be so fast that he didn't even see how Lin Tian did it. Shadow box. Moria's shadow instantly turned into a flying bat, and then it was about to trap Lin Tian like a box. Flash. Lin Tian directly urges the ability of the shining fruit, and shines himself like the day. Wow! Moria was almost blinded by Lin Tian's dazzling flash. Xiang also confirmed the fruit ability that Lin Tian possessed. Xiang thought secretly from the side, flash fruit? This is the ability of Admiral Huang Yuan. Unexpectedly, Yu Gai is also a capable person. Moria obviously knew nothing about Lin Tian, only that Lin Tian was very strong. But how strong Lin Tian was, Moria never cared. Moria, see if you can resist the attack, laser beam. Lin Tian pointed his finger directly at Moria, and a devastating light shot from his index finger at the speed of light. Moglia's huge body penetrated in an instant. Moria also let out a howl of pain. Ah, it hurts. Moria yelled in pain, apparently also badly hurt by Lin Tian. Sorry, Moria, I attacked. I didn't expect you to be so unbearable. Lin Tian also mocked Moria. Moria wiped the blood from the corner of her mouth. Her face changed greatly and cursed. Lin Tian, don't be proud. Try my trick, Shadow Master. Then Moria's shadow stood up directly, forming a Shadow Moria. Because there is no entity, Lin Tian's ordinary attacks can't hit Moria's shadow at all. Hehehehe. Lin Tian, no matter how strong you attack, you won't be able to attack me. Moria was proud on the side. Lin Tian teleported directly in front of Moria, and was about to kill him in seconds. Damn it! Moria hurriedly shouted, Shadow Warrior. Then Moria's shadow exchanged positions with Moria's, and Lin Tian's attack fell on Shadow again. Because there is no entity, it is still invalid. Even if the shadow is defeated, the shadow will immediately recover. Moria was even more proud when she saw this, thinking that Lin Tian could not get rid of this trick, and arrogantly shouted at Lin Tian, Lin Tian, there is no way, hehehehe. I said I wanted to. Become the man of One Piece. Just obediently contribute your shadow to me. Then Moria directly resorted to his extremely powerful move. Shadow Angle. Gun. With this move, Moria directly turned his shadow into a spear and attacked Lin Tian. Qiwuhai One Strike Demon Slash. Lin Tian directly used Juhezin, and the collision between Shadow Spear and Kunjang also stirred up waves of air. Lin Tian, who held the village Zheng, also put the village Zheng into the scabbard. With a single blow, Moria's ultimatum was broken, Shadow Angle, Gun. Moria doesn't seem to be as weak as he thought. Lin Tian also said lightly, however, if you don't have any other skills, Moria, I will be on it. Moria saw that his Shadow Angle, Gun, none of them had any effect on Lin Tian, and he couldn't believe it. How is it possible? He broke my shadow corners so easily, Gun. Moria was once again shocked to his confidence. Lin Tian looked at Moria with a relaxed expression, and continued to sarcastically, Moria, you will die if you don't make any moves. You guy. Don't be smug. Shadow Gathering Place. Moria immediately began to summon the shadows, and instantly all the shadows of everyone on the island flew towards Moria. Moria gained the shadows of countless people, and his body became larger and larger, and he couldn't hold it even inside the castle. Lin Tian took his partner to a safe place instantly, and Xiang naturally changed a place to observe the battle between the two. Lin Tian set up his companions, and then teleported to Moria. At this time, Moria's figure has become extremely huge. Absorbing so many shadows, this is the limit. Lin Tian looked at Moria and thought, do you use the power of others? Looking at Moria, Lin Tian couldn't help but think of himself, that he was constantly gaining the abilities of others, but in the end he was completely mastered by himself. There is a difference between turning the power of others into your own power and only using the power of others. But Lin Tian could feel that Moria hadn't fully developed his own fruiting ability, and would only rely on the strength of others. Moria, now that you are ready, then I will go. Lin Tian was also merciless, teleporting one by one, and then the finger spears and feet of the 6 styles were used one by one. Moria had forcibly absorbed a large number of shadows, and before he could completely control it, he was slammed by Lin Tian with 6 types. Moria was kicked like a ball by Lin Tian, and Moria instantly felt a humiliating mood surged into her heart. Lin Tian, you bastard. Moria was kicked back and forth like this, and his heart was humiliated to the extreme. However, Moria absorbed the shadow forcibly, and could not control her own power at all, and coupled with the disparity in strength, Moria was hanged. There is no way. Moria's heart also collapsed. This guy is like playing against Moria. Looking at the scene in front of him, Xiang couldn't help thinking. Damn it. Lin Tian. Moria waved his hand and threw it around. However, how could it be possible for the agile Lin Tian to be attacked by Moria's clumsy attack until Lin Tian flashed through Moria's attack, and there were a series of squatting feet, and Moria who beat him doubted life. Shadow gathering place. Black shadow tentacles appeared again around Moria. You can only lose because you are alive. If you are a dead zombie from the beginning, there is nothing to lose. Come on. All the shadows on the terrifying bark. Moria absorbed the shadows as much as possible, and then almost all the zombie shadows on the island were absorbed by Moria. A shadow. 10 times the power. Moria also tried his best to absorb all the shadows on the island, and Moria became larger, even bigger than the giants. He controlled his body and appeared a little manic. Ah! Lin Tian. Moria directly waved his hand and smashed it at Lin Tian. Roar. Moria let out a roar like a beast. Oh my god. Moria has gone violently. Run away. The people on the island who were unfortunately deprived of their shadows all fled in panic. Moria's punch had already been smashed, and Lin Tian jumped away directly. Suddenly the earth shattered, and an extremely powerful force smashed the earth to pieces. Yeah. It seems that you can't control the power of 100 people at all. Lin Tian also looked at Moria and said. In Moria's mouth, more and more shadows ran out. Lin Tian directly kicked Maglia in the stomach, and Maglia instantly vomited blood, and then the shadow in his body began to flee. Moria was panting, which shows that even Moria is very strenuous. Flying bats. After Moria regained consciousness, he also directly used a shadow attack to attack Lin Tian. Shadow box. Moria directly blocked Lin Tian in the shadow box. Smash it. Moria waved his fist and slammed it against the shadow box that had just blocked Lin Tian. The earth was torn apart in an instant, and Moria was extremely confident. He believed that he could smash the island with one blow that would completely kill Lin Tian. In order to prevent any accidents, Moria raised his feet, stepped on the position just now, and Lin Tian was about to be trampled to death. This is baptism, Moria said frantically. Lin Tian, you think you are in the new world, you will still die miserably. In this world, birds in their early days will only be wiped out. Dare to fight the Qiwuhai. Moria continued to step on Lin Tian frantically, seeming to be in a state of madness. Hey, I don't know how you become Qiwuhai. Not only are you weak, but you are also blind. Lin Tian's mocking voice appeared directly above Moria. At this time, Lin Tian was also standing straight on top of Moria's head. It's still the teleportation of the shining fruit. The bear is still watching the battle next to him, he naturally knows. Lin Tian used the teleport of the shining fruit. You escaped my attack. Moria obviously said in disbelief. Oh, I just assume you have no other tricks. Lin Tian's aura changed in an instant, and a powerful and terrifying aura erupted from Lin Tian. This is. Overlord looked domineering. Xiang has a lot of knowledge, and naturally he also knows this Overlord domineering. Lin Tian's domineering color directly suppressed Moria's body and couldn't move. What did you do? Moria seemed to see something terrifying at this time, raised his head and said in fear. It's just imposing. Lin Tian's domineering look directly made Moria in his heyday immobile, which also made the bear almost drop his jaw. What a powerful Overlord look and domineering. It could have caused Moria, who is the 7th Qiwuhai under the king, to lose the ability to move directly. Even me. I feel terrified. What a terrible domineering look. The bear, who is called a tyrant, was shocked at this time, not knowing what to do. Moria, your strength really disappoints me. As Qiwuhai, you are so bad that you are really admirable.
It is reasonable for you to be defeated by Kaido.
Lin Tian also directly used his own big move afterwards. I won't be defeated by you so easily. I want to be the man of One Piece. Moria still spoke wildly, without seeing the strength gap in front of him. Gravity field. Lin Tian directly used the domain ability of his gravitational fruit. The surrounding gravity was instantly strengthened to countless times, and Moria instantly fell to the ground, unable to move. I was thinking of a few more moves you could support, but now it seems to be really disappointing. Lin Tian then urged his ability to shine fruit again. Let you try the awakening ability of flash fruit. What do you want to do? After Moria was completely unable to move, she felt terrified. There are countless dazzling lights around. The surrounding area around Moria was shrouded in extremely strong light, and Moria, who possessed the fruits of shadow and shadow, was naturally extremely frightened. Remove the damn light. Moria wanted to struggle but couldn't move, only her mouth could still speak. Lin Tian was silent. How about letting me go? You let me go. Moria also begged afterwards. Lin Tian remained silent. You damn fellow. Can't you just let me go? Lin Tian, you bastard. Lin Tian finally spoke, but only said 3 words, just kill the formation. Then a circle centered on Moria was suddenly a masterpiece of golden light, and a dazzling light came. Everyone around covered their eyes. This terrifying 3-masted sailing ship with the gleam of light and darkness is like daylight. The people around first discovered that they were not afraid of the sun, and then they found their shadows returned. My shadow is back. Mine too. Could it be that? Everyone noticed that ray of light, and then the light gradually disappeared. Even the bear, who is the king of Qiwuhai, looked at Moria's position silently. Everyone is silent. As powerful as Moria, it was actually disappeared under the light. The second one. Send it. Very hard. Continue the code word. At this time, everyone has a question, that is, where has Maglia gone? Since the shadow has returned, it means that Maglia has been defeated. But where exactly has Maglia gone? Everyone is puzzled. It just so happened that because the bear itself was wearing glasses, he saw it clearly, but he was not sure. Because he clearly saw Moria disappear in the yellow golden light summoned by Lin Tian. Does this guy have the same ability as himself to transfer Moria away? The bear was also puzzled, but after thinking about it, he found it impossible. Could it be that the move just killed Moria directly? The bear thought again. If this is the case, it would be terrible. This guy. It is equivalent to killing Moria directly. Even I can't handle this trick. Moreover, this guy doesn't look serious from beginning to end. Endless ability and terrifying domineering. And this kind of attack against the sky. It's really scary. Xiao is also a little lucky, but fortunately, Lin Tian has no malice towards him, otherwise the result can be imagined. Congratulations to the host. Defeating the devil fruit capable person. You get awakening points. 2 points. Congratulations to the host. Complete the task of defeating Moria. Get a prize draw. After Lin Tian defeated Moria, he didn't choose to draw a lottery right away, but walked towards the Bartolome bear with a smile. Xiao looked at Lin Tian. Although he was still calm on the surface, there was a trace of fear in his heart. Lin Tian naturally knew that he had shown too much strength, which made Xiao a little scared of him. Bear. Why are you here? Lin Tian said hello with a smile, like a friend he hadn't seen for many years. After all, Xiao has seen a lot of wind and waves, and he immediately adjusted it. Since Lin Tian had seen the bear's identity early, Xiao also knew that if Lin Tian wanted to shoot himself, he would have done it long ago, and he would not wait until now. Looking around, Xiao felt that there were a lot of people around, so he said to Lin Tian, let's play in another place. Then the bear disappeared. Lin Tian naturally noticed the people around him, and praised the bear's meticulousness in his heart. After that, he teleported and found the bear by seeing and hearing the domineering and came to a secret place. Xiao watched Lin Tian follow him, and he also said directly, this time I received an assignment from the world government to come to remind Moria to pay special attention to you. I just arrived and I ran into you. Xiao continued to say without expression. The task given to me by the government is to remind Moria to pay attention to you, but in fact the task assigned to me by the organization is to remind you. Oh, remind me, you talk about it. Lin Tian also came to be interested. What exactly the revolutionary army would confess to the bear. You forced the world government to reach it with you, but the government group secretly went to find Tom again. Tom bluntly burned the Pluto design, so the government group also made a mistake, but I heard that Tom's apprentice also joined your pirate group. Therefore, they have enough reasons to believe that I now have the ability to create a Pluto, right? Lin Tian also immediately understood what Xiao meant. Yes, but because your strength is too strong, they directly spread the news that you have obtained Pluto. The bear also released a heavy news. What do you mean? The world government is not worried that Pluto will fall into the hands of the pirates. How can they actively spread the news now? Lin Tian also felt that it was strange that the world government did this, but after thinking about it, Lin Tian understood the purpose and conspiracy of the world government. They want to use the power of the entire sea to prevent me from entering the new world. Lin Tian also understood what the bear meant in an instant. Xiang secretly admired Lin Tian's comprehension ability, and then said, "Well, I'll just say so much. The phone bug I gave you last time is still there, right?" Lin Tian also remembered the phone worm that Xiang gave him when he was parting last time. "Yes, the phone worm is on the boat. Okay, remember to collect it. If there is no accident, the organization will contact you. I will say so much, goodbye." The bear still clicked to the end, and the key point was to say that he would never say a word, and then the bear turned and left. The bear disappeared in an instant, and Lin Tian also teleported to his companions. The companions have reached the periphery of the three-masted sailing ship. At this time, the Reaper has been stuck in the spiderweb and cannot move. On the deck of the Reaper, Perona is trying hard to launch the Reaper. Lin Tian was also a little speechless when he saw this. Captain, boss, big brother, the partners saw that Lin Tian was safe and sound, and they also let go of their hearts. Everyone noticed Perona in the cab. "Who is that guy?" Robin looked at Perona and asked unkindly. "That guy is Moria's subordinate." Hachi also stared at Perona and said. Perona watched Lin Tian and his party have returned, and her heart was already panicked. "This ship. Why is it so complicated? Why can't it start?" Perona was also distraught. She wanted to come to the ship to grab the treasure, but suddenly found that her zombie subordinates and toy zombies all fell to the ground, and Perona immediately realized that this was Moria's shadow gathering place. Only when she encountered a strong enemy, Moria would do this, so Perona immediately decided to turn back and escape in Lin Tian's pirate ship. But what Perona didn't expect was that Moria was easily defeated, and Lin Tian and his party had already appeared. As a result, the complex power system made Perona completely confused. "You guy can't operate a ship at all." Iceberg is also eager to love boats, and can't help but speak to Perona. When everyone got on the boat, Perona could not avoid it and said directly, "You guys, don't underestimate my Princess Mononoke Perona." After that, he directly urged his ghost fruit's ability with all his strength. Negative ghost. Suddenly, many ghosts flew towards everyone, and Lin Tian knew that this was also a spirit attack. "Everyone, don't run into ghosts," Lin Tian reminded. Afterwards, everyone turned on the domineering look and feel, and no one even encountered the negative ghost for a while. "How do you know where I control the ghost to go?" Perona obviously hadn't seen a domineering opponent before. "Ghost bomb." Perona also looked triumphant, and the ghost that controlled herself exploded directly near the crowd. However, after a burst of smoke, Perona was surprised to see that everyone was safe and sound, but everyone was watching Perona not speaking at this time. Perona looked at everyone in surprise, and asked suspiciously, "Are you all bombed stupid? Why are you all looking at me? Am I so cute?" Everyone is a little speechless. They are not looking at Perona, but at the pirate ship behind Perona. "I don't know why, there are so many pirate boats in the Magic Triangle Sea that is avoided." However, Perona didn't notice it, and thought everyone was watching her. "This guy. Too narcissistic too," Kuina murmured silently, and extremely disrespectful for the success of other people's labor. Iceberg said with grudges too, "But her clothes are beautiful." Nojiko looked at Perona and said enviously, "Nojiko, your concern. Why are you here?" Hachi also complained, "Catch it, you can't beat us." Robin kindly persuades. "Analyzed from the perspective of probability, you now have 0 chance of survival by doing anything unrelated except surrendering." Freud also analyzed it seriously. Lin Tian also thought to himself, really gained a group of interesting friends. Then he smiled and looked at Perona and said, "Princess Mononoke, Moria has been killed by me, and the goal of our trip is just him. You, surrender with confidence. We will not deal with you." Perona said in a disbelief, "A lie. Then why did you kill Abu Shalom and Dr. Hobakik? You said that they are a perverted porn star who loves to watch women take a bath, and a shamelessly resurrected female celebrity plays with them. It is not a pity that both of them die. Only you have no scandals, a good reputation, and have not done too many bad things, and living hope. If you don't surrender, I'll have no choice but to destroy the flowers. Don't worry, you will walk peacefully, like an angel. You will be unconscious within half a second. How can you feel it?" No. I still don't feel it. I surrendered, and I surrendered Perona and chose to surrender." Everyone is still looking at Perona, and Perona is also a little puzzled. "I surrendered. Why are you still staring at me so cute? or do you want to stare at me to death? Oh, you have surrendered, so let's get out of the way. Iceberg hurried into the cab with Nuoqigao. We are not looking at you. We are looking at the boat over there. How can a ship be a ship? Perona turned and looked around, but her mentality collapsed. How come there are so many pirate ships? Perona stayed on the terrifying three-masted sailboat. It was a long time, and it was the first time to see so many pirate ships approaching at the same time. What on earth is it? Perona asked. The surrounding fog has dispersed a lot, and these pirates are now ready to attack the three-masted sailboat. Robin analyzed. Why did they come? Pei can't think of the reason. If you guessed it right, their destination is my god. I just said it directly. Shang also reminded Lin Tian just now. These must have received information about Pluto. Therefore, he immediately rushed towards the Magic Triangle Sea area. The world government can even think of such a poisonous strategy. If I am unfortunately killed by the pirates, then the goal of the world government will be achieved. If I kill the pirates, I will inevitably endeavor with the pirates, then I will follow the world government instead. Mind. The people of the world government want to use me as a gunman. Lin Tian also shouted without fear. Iceberg, has the Hades cannon been installed? The installation is complete, but it hasn't been debugged yet. Iceberg's voice came from the cab. Isn't this just an opportunity to test the power? Lin Tian shouted. Captain, are you talking about testing the power of Pluto? Iceberg asked uncertainly. Yes. Whether it is for the pirates of the Pluto or the world government, if you dare to come, you must be aware of being destroyed and show them some color. Otherwise, wouldn't the pirates who come to me be endless? Up. In order to warn the pirates in the future, Lin Tian arranged the Pluto cannon. The Pluto cannon on the Reaper is ready. Captain, they have reached our attack range. Do you want to start shelling? Iceberg also cautiously reconfirmed. Start shelling. The target is coming to find the dead pirate. Understand. Iceberg confirmed that he was correct, and he also directly controlled the Reaper, sending a cannonball towards the center of the pirates. Wow. Kill Lin Tian. Capture Hades. After getting the Pluto, I am the One Piece. Wow. You are not worthy of Pluto. Only I am worthy of Pluto's power. The pirates obviously came from different camps, and they also began daydreaming and bickering. At this moment, someone found an extremely huge cannonball shooting at them. Report. Captain. Cannonballs attacked us near the Terror three-masted sailing ship. Just kidding. We are so far away, how could their shells hit us? Really, the shells are about to fall. I went to see. The pirates only noticed that something much larger than a normal cannonball also exploded near the ship. What? As soon as everyone reacted, they were engulfed in a sea of flames by this cannonball. The surrounding pirate ships were all destroyed by the bombing, and a super cannonball with a destructive power directly broke all the pirates who came to capture the Pluto. Look carefully, this powerful force, it actually blew the ocean into a huge pit. This power. Perona was already stunned on the spot. If I knew you had such a terrifying power, I would have escaped long ago. Hundreds of pirate ships are gone. Hachi also couldn't believe it. It's really terrifying. If it falls on this terrifying three-masted sailboat, the entire island will be devastated. Iceberg was also a little scared. This is the power of the ancient Pluto cannon. It is incredible. Robin also saw the power of the Hades, and he couldn't help but think of O'Hara, who had been destroyed by the Demon Slayer order. We have such a weapon system on board. I am afraid that any forces will come to fight for it if they know it. Freud also said involuntarily. In the future, I have to persuade Big Brother to use such power as little as possible. It's too exaggerated. The kind-hearted Nojiko looked at the scene in front of him, thinking so in his heart. You who originally came to support you. I didn't expect your battle was over. Brooke appeared suddenly. Yo there are actually 2 pirate ships in the distance. Brooke pointed to the surface of the sea and said. Everyone looked in that direction. Sure enough, in addition to the wreckage of the pirate ship on the sea, there are also 2 pirate ships approaching in the direction of Lin Tian. However, after a while, the pirate ship had already reached the vicinity of the Reaper. This is. Everyone looked at the pirate signs on the 2 pirate ships, and they couldn't remember where they had seen them for a while. Lin Tian looked at the 2 figures on the pirate boat. 2 men, even here at the same time. Captain, who is he? Nuoji asked. Hi. They are the generals under one of the 4 emperors, and one of the 3 major disasters under the beast Kaido. 1,000 Arms Crane and Droughtjack, could they also come for Pluto? But Tiankai Lin doesn't care so much. At this time, he can come to the Magic Triangle to reach the terrifying 3-masted sailing ship. Who else can be besides the enemy? Since you want to participate, don't blame me for not being merciful. Lin Tian also directly used a trick, the ability of the Thunder Fruit. A bolt of thunder and lightning flew down from the sky immediately, and in just an instant, it split the 2 pirate ships into pieces, which was terrible. Drought-stricken Jack and Thousand Hands Creek had some strength, and the 2 of them stubbornly resisted Lin Tian's lightning strike. Lin Tian smiled when he saw this and said, "It is indeed the strength of the Emperor's deputy level. It is so easy to carry me with a lightning strike." Drought Jack and Qianshu Kalija heard Lin Tian's voice and almost vomited blood. Although the 2 of them resisted this lightning strike, they also tried their best. Jack is an animal fruit-capable person, his body is so powerful, but he also tried his best to withstand Lin Tian's lightning strike. Creeper is also the ability to spur the fruits of his own biscuit with all his strength, only then barely resisting Lin Tian's devastating lightning strike. As a result, Lin Tian actually said that this was a random lightning strike of his own. The 2 men who resisted Lin Tian's attack panted, and Lin Tian also said, "I'll be back soon." Then a teleport appeared beside Crane and Jack. "Do you 2 have any purpose?" Lin Tian suddenly appeared, also shocking Kalija and Jack. You. Although the 2 belong to different camps, they will be torn apart at this moment. Creeper adjusts his mood. He recalled the task his aunt gave him, and forcibly calmed himself down, and then looked at Lin Tiandao. "I am from a thief, and my mother invites you to join." "Oh, got it." God ignored the force frame and tilted his head to the other side. Kalija's heart is afire. What is this kid pretending to be here? If it wasn't for your mother to know that you have the power of Pluto, let me invite you to join. Will I be here to give you a humble opinion? Although Craig is calm on the surface, he is extremely disdainful and irritable on the inside. And the Droughtjack was not even as calm as Kelly. He simply forgot about Kaido's mission and was about to attack Lin Tian. Jack obviously has no patience at all. "You kid, you dare to strike me with thunder." Jack went violently, and he was about to squeeze Lin Tian's head with his hands. "Okay." Lin Tian frowned, and then an extremely terrifying breath spewed from Lin Tian, and Jack instantly felt that he was facing Kaido. No, facing Kaido, it's just fear, but facing this kid. Why am I so afraid that I can't move? Overlord looked domineering. Kalija's eyes opened wide, and he had naturally seen the domineering look of an overlord. What a powerful overlord. Kalija was shocked. He had never thought that such a powerful overlord would appear on a little devil. At this time, Crane and Jack were both bearing Lin Tian's powerful domineering, and they were so crushed that they could not move. How is it possible? There is such a terrifying overlord look in the world. I feel that my body is about to be torn apart. Jack unexpectedly felt that he was about to be unable to hold it, and the cold sweat had already fallen. The crane frame is also fully resisting the erosion of the domineering color. He is not as good as Jack in terms of physical strength, and immediately begged, "No, Lin Tian. Lin Tian, take your domineering. I am almost unable to hold it." Seeing the change of Crane's attitude, Lin Tian also weakened the output of Crane's domineering, and Crane immediately recovered some. When Kalija saw that his begging was useful, he was also angry and began to teach Jack, "You idiot. You almost killed me." Hoo-hoo. Jack is panting like a cow, and his whole body is beginning to corrode. Lin Tian da. "I'm sorry, please forgive my recklessness." Unexpectedly, Jack couldn't hold it at all, and he directly compromised and knelt on the ground, begging Lin Tian for forgiveness. Lin Tian looked at Jack and said, "Very good, now tell me about your intentions." Lin Tian weakened his dominance, and Jack was finally able to take a breath. Lin Tian, the 100 Beast Pirate Group Kaido also invites you to join." Jack also didn't dare to repeat it, and directly stated his intentions. Lin Tian said to himself at this time, "Yeah, you 2 would invite me at the same time. It's really hard for me to choose." Lin Tian deliberately changed the conversation, and then looked at the 2 of them, looking like it was difficult to choose. Crick knew immediately, and said, "Master Lin Tian, you have such a powerful strength. Just join our pirate group. At least the star. That is second only to Mother." Lin Tian then sneered in his heart. "I believe you are a ghost. I didn't believe it because it was not for the Pluto to kill." but the surface still pretended to be thoughtful. Kalija saw Lin Tian's appearance, thinking that there was a play and he was going to make a bigger bargaining chip right away. Although Jack on the other side had no brains, he immediately said, "Master Lin Tian, don't believe this guy. If you join the Beast Pirate group, your status must be second only to Master Kaido." "Kaido? What's that? Don't you only recruit animals? Don't snatch it with our ant pirate group. With the urinary nature of your Beast Pirate group, I think Master Lin Tian must be forced every day even if he goes there. Fight with Kaido. There must be no freedom at all." Jack looked at his mouth and said that he couldn't say anything about it, and then he turned into a rage. "Shut up, you fellow." Jack directly transformed into a huge mammoth. "You guy. Crane Frame is also very helpless.